No. To some of us, when we hear the name Holly Hunter, we can't help but think of, you know, that know-it-all producer from the hit movie Cast News. But it was 6 years later that Holly won the Oscar for Best Actress in the movie The Piano.
Eventually, Holly saw the light and joined the ranks of us TV people and now stars as an Oklahoma City detective in the TNT series Saving Grace.
Yeah, Holly, welcome. Okay, we just want to brag on you for just a second because you are a rock star. All right, so this show, you've been nominated for 2 Emmys, a Golden Globe, 3 Screen Actors Guild Awards, and a People's Choice Award. Did you ever expect those kind of accolades to come to this television show?
Well, I can only say that everything that I've made choices to do has attracted me in some way. Mm-hmm. Certainly, I never think of an end result because how can you? But the character is an incredibly complex woman.
Well, you know, women look at you, and I know this just from friends of mine and others. They look at you, they look at Kyra Sedgwick, they look at Glenn Close, and they look at women who are about their age, and they're saying, look at this woman with all this moxie. Like, you give people courage to realize that, you know, in your 40s and 50s, there's still a lot left out there to do. Or do you think about that sort of stuff?
Well, I think that it's exciting in television, that's what television is offering, is this incredible opportunity for people who are kind of at the top of their game. You know, when I see Glenn, you know, and what she's able to do, and Ted Danson and Bill Hurt, you know, what they're doing on Damages is so exciting to me. But yeah, this is what's happening right now in TV.
And I was lucky enough to get a sneak peek at your finale, and the scene of you in the bed having that conversation. I don't want to give anything away, but it's so vulnerable, and it's just amazing that I'm on a cable show too, that, you know, you're lucky enough, I mean, not lucky enough, we're lucky enough to see you do something where you get to be so dimensional and go to a very, very dark, vulnerable place and sort of leave it that way. I mean, there's a lot of questions, right, that are not completely answered by this finale episode.
Well, I think that, you know, one of the things I love about characters, that she really makes no moral judgments on her own life. I mean, she doesn't live according to a kind of social morality. She lives by her own code. And which is a little uncivilized in this very civilized world of law and order. And I have always loved that juxtaposition.
And yet she's questioning it in that moment, in that dark moment. She's like, why?
Well, there's so many questions that I think that she's confronted with, that she's required to ask at that point when she's a chosen person. So she has to ask, why am I chosen, and what am I chosen for?
It's going to be interesting, that finale. You're from Conyers, Georgia. Do you, I got on my Facebook, I said, Holly's going to be on, questions. People are really into your sort of your small town roots. They like that you come from places that are similar to theirs. Do you stay connected to all that stuff?
Well, I mean, I certainly go down south and see my family a couple of times a year, which is so great. But I think, you know, it's one of the things that I love about the United States is regionalism, and people who are from a place. I've always revered that.
You look so good, by the way. What's the workout routine and the skin care? When I walked up, I said, God, I cannot believe that's you.
And those pipes.
Yes,
I mean,
everything is, what are we doing here to keep all this together?
You know, just maintenance.
Really?
You know, you got to kind of keep it going.
Yoga, maybe?
You got to keep it up.
All right.
Well, we wish you such great luck with this finale and with all your future projects. I know we're going to be seeing a lot of you. Thanks, Holly. Thank you.
So much.
We appreciate it. All right, coming up next, a new reality show wants to know about